Okay, everyone, welcome back for the third place playoff here between Accord and the Invitational 11. The Invitational 11 won the toss and elected to bat first. So there and now we can see Naveen Gunasekaran and Sid Good opening the batting for them. Sandeep Baba starting off with the bowling here live from Vinor, the Scott Page field. Hello Benjamin, you did a bit of commentary in the first game, not a lot, but you saw a lot of it, so what were your thoughts on it?
It was, in the end, not as tight as expected the game. The Invitational team wasn't looking too bad batting then. Turned worse after a bit. But overall, an interesting game and an easy one for United challengers.
Yeah, who will be in action in the final against Sledgehammer. In this game, in action, currently just in the pavilion with his teammates of the Invitational 11 is Venki, who was here doing commentary for the first game. He's been trying to get himself a game all yesterday, and he's managed to finally squeeze into that 11. Not a competition for spots, as that's flicked away nicely. I think it'll be a dot ball. So fairly slow start here for the Invitational 11. 4 runs off the first over.
Not the best score. Have to get some boundaries now. Use a power play.
One wide, got one.
Gaps in the field.
Yeah, it's interesting that they chose to bat first actually here, because they obviously got put into bat first in the last game against the United Challengers, and they struggled really, but I guess up against the cord, they batted first against them yesterday, set a good total, so I'll be confident here, and they've got their captain in at the crease. Flicked away nicely, and flicked away for 4 actually, so first boundary of the innings.
Needed as well.
Yeah, slightly shorter, and was well put away by their captain there. So just took the first over to get their iron slightly maybe, and now we'll be looking to use the power play to get back into it, take advantage. Yeah. Want to set a decent score against the Cord, who obviously still winless in the Pepsi Cup 2022 and have struggled, but still you need to have a respectable score. I'm sure they'll be determined to end their trip to Prague here on a win. So it's a dot ball there.
20 minutes.
It makes sense.
Forward to that.
Oh, definitely. I think everyone here is looking out for the grey Jaguar SUV. Oh, and a big swing of them and a miss there from Naveen Gunasekara to end off the over. So we're going to get a good over there. Went for a 4 off the first ball, but kept it down after that, Mukherjee.
Just 5 runs. So in Palmer, I think that's a good over.
Yeah. Yeah, the captain who's looked in nice form here so far. He's gone big there, and he's gone all the way for 6. Long on, over his head. Could just watch it. Sid there, Sid Good, with a beautiful shot. 13 runs off 6 balls for him.
Really well so far. Naveen, on the other hand, has faced 7 balls, has scored only 1 run.
Anchoring the innings here as a slight delay in play due to a quick ball surge, but it has now been found, and we will get back underway anytime now. Wind picking up, which you might hear slightly in the microphones. That's been a recurring theme today. It's interesting cricketing conditions. It keeps the temperatures seem fairly stable in around that 20-degree mark, but the winds keep coming and going as that's down the leg side, flicked away for a single. For by Sid Good, who really has started well here. Yeah, well around rotating the strike, and Naveen finally getting the second run of his. He'll just want to be there, you know, supporting Sid Good now. So he's just got the single there, and now down the leg side again.
Naveen having a strike rate of 25, that is
not quite up to T20 standard, but his teammate has backed him up so far. That was down the leg side, slight appeal from the fielder at point. I'm not quite sure. That's the best position to be appealing from. The worst, in fact, is that's wide. Sid Good had a bit of a go at it, but didn't hit it, and good for him. So he'll take the extra, and the ball will obviously be rebowled here. Yeah, they've obviously got the extra. Went for a 6, slight overthrow there. It is backed up, and Gunasekara wasn't really looking for the second there. Anyway.
his over's gone for 9 runs and his one is a 10. So that is quite poor bowling.
Oh, and that's a nice shot down the ground. Fielder couldn't quite pick it up, and it's gone over the boundary rope for 4. So that's a nice way for Navin Gunasakaran to get his confidence up slightly, get the strike rate up, and a good way to end off the over. So after 3 overs, 23 without loss, 7.6 current run rate, going well here.
Looking good.
Yeah,
The Jets have scored 153. I think that is enough.
yeah, it should be enough, especially against a Cord who have struggled to hit 100. You know, never mind 150. So it'll be interesting to see.
Sledgehammer would be. It would be easy for them, really, scoring 150. So what we've seen so far from them.
Yeah, and we'll see them in the final, of course.
Against United challenges.
So halfway through the power play, partnership going along nicely. I'm sure they'll look to pierce the field, get it through them gaps for some boundaries here. Right, Mukherjee continuing, going back for a second over, just flick onto the onside for an easy single there, rotating the strike nicely.
Last game's man of the match. That's a beautiful shot. Gone for 4, and that's gone for 4. Second for Naveen. Looking good now. Strike rate up to 100. The last game's player of the match, Yamagay. The interview with him that you can watch on Instagram.
That's Pepsi Cup Prague. His 3rd player of the match award, actually. Extraordinary. Of the tournament, yeah. And of course, we'll see him in the final for the United Challengers up against Sledgehammer, who are unbeaten, but he's on great form. He's and his teammates, so they'll be looking for the win to get that cup, and the MVP trophy is up for grabs as well, and he's looking good for it so far. That's a nice shot. That will get cut off by long off, and it's a good throw back, so it's just a single. And look, the wicketkeeper's disappeared from your screen. He's gone all the way to back that up. That's good and committed fielding. Yeah, and just scorers say that they maybe should have looked for 2. Oh, I'll take the single there. There's no 2 in that. Well run. So run rate above 8. What do you make of that so far?
That is a good run rate. About 4 overs gone, just 1 ball left in this over now from the heat, and looking good. The batsmen together out in the middle.
And I'll take the quick single there, pushed off to mid off. Yeah, so 32 after 4 overs. Looking good, yeah.
Very good score, I think. Run rate of 8. That's impressive.
Yeah, and both batsmen got themselves a couple of boundaries. You know, they've got their eye in. They don't want to do anything stupid. You know, the wind's quite strong. There's potential for a bit of swing here, maybe. So we'll have to wait and see. But Accord once again struggling. Invitational 11 in control here, and a wicket needed. They really do need a wicket here. Accord really could do with it.
Hopefully to stay with the wind, no rain.
Yeah,
That would be bad.
of course, because we want to have great conditions here, and we want to ensure that we see the full 40 overs of this game, and then of course the final, which everyone is looking forward to here. Just a nice little push there to the offside.
Finally, is going
Won't
to
take the
start
run.
4:30 local time.
Central European time. So wherever
Come back for that.
you are in
Definitely.
the world, we've had a lot of international
Big shot.
viewers.
Oh.
Make sure you check
Oh.
online what time that will be for you, and that is a nice fall from Good. Swung the bat at it, and it just went over point.
Second, Sid. It's looking really good. Strike rate of 157.
Yeah, that's
It's
quality. That I don't think an accord batsman in this whole tournament so far has matched that. They've been struggling to get to 100, so 150 plus is good here. He's looking good as he pulls that one away. It's going to be another 4. Yeah. Well, he's got back-to-back boundaries here, and they're looking good, aren't they?
Can he get a hat trick of boundaries here?
Yeah. 2's company, 3's a hat trick. I'm sure he'll be looking for it. As
See looking gaps in the field, so he can get a hat trick of boundaries.
yeah, obviously still in the power play, but he just sensibly decides to block that. It was a much better ball there from Rohan Tyagi, who has come in for his first over. Oh, but that's been smashed down the ground for 6. Brilliant ball. It's slow, it's full, it's outside off stump, and you can't bowl there to an inform Sid Goudia. 32 off 17 for him, 3 4s and a couple of 6s. He's looking really good here, and it's an expensive over so far with 2 4s and a 6. Ball search is of course on. Just there behind the Praha sign, Prague sign there. Struggling player, so a bit of a breaking play.
Great shot.
We've actually got a man just strolling in the outfield in a Invitational 11 shirt, and his teammate running up with water now. Good, whose shot got smashed away there into the field.
Still searching.
Yeah, having a bit of a refreshment before play resumes. Actually, an invitational player having a discussion with the umpire there, square leg umpire just outside your screen. He's going over. You can see him running there over to help with the ball search, which is taking a while here. It's not even on like the edge of the field or something, and I'm pretty sure that is the grey Jaguar SUV there that I can see coming around here to the refreshments tent. Okay, the 2 brothers catering. It's the curry car arriving with today's dinner. Oh, well, I'm sure everyone here will be looking forward to that. They found the ball, so play will resume. The last ball of the 5th over. With the way Sid's batting here, they're on 46 now. They could bring up the 50 after just 5 overs. That would be a sensational start for them. They've really used the power play to their advantage here. That is indeed the food arriving now.
That's a lovely view. The car just arriving at the field.
Last ball of the 5th over to come then now from Tyagi. He's gone for 14 so far. Good, just looking at having a look around. looks to just sort of guided down to third man, but missed. Keeper collects and a duck ball to end off a fairly expensive over. Went for 14 runs. So
Very expensive.
good start here for the Invitational 11. Sid Good looking in fine form here. Got a 30 odd yesterday before being caught. I'm sure he'll be looking
See if he can get his
to,
half century here.
yeah, I'm sure he'll be looking forward. We've seen a couple in the tournament, and he definitely is a quality player who could get there, especially back into the court. Who, well, I mean, we've got to be completely honest and say they've just not been up to it here. They're probably the worst team in this tournament so far. Yeah, Phil here excited about the food arriving. The cricket is also on, everyone. It's not just the food that's arrived. Game is still going on, of course. Rohit Kamboj is on to bowl his first ball. Naveen Gunasekaran on strike. Oh,
Wide
it's
ball.
full wide down the leg side, and it's not quite gone for 4, but they'll take the 2, so it's a wide 2 ran. So 3 runs, and they are on 49 now, the Invitational 11. So looking good here.
Yeah, they were.
Took the opportunity there for the quick 2. It was on.
Not
The best start there for
the
Rohit
best
Kamboj.
start. Very wide there.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Gunasekaran forced to block. So a duck ball to get the proper over underway. Still 5 balls remaining.
Over the
Nice
ball's
shot,
head,
misfielded.
misfield.
That really is so poor. So poor by the man at mid-on.
Enables for the Invitationals team to get 2 there.
Yeah, freebies really. So another 2. Naveen Gunasekaran getting on along nicely, and that brings up the 50 actually for the Invitational 11 and for this pair together. 51 off 33 as Gunasekaran goes big over the bowler's head. That's 2 bounces, goes for 4. Well, right, Kamboj is getting dealt with here. Cord really struggling.
Really good.
Yes,
2 out in the
quick
middle.
quick 50. They've
Working well together.
brought it up inside the power play. Impressive. And they're pushing for that 200 maybe even, as he's gone big again. Oh, past a man at mid-on, and it's gone for 4.
Not the best fielding there.
It's another misfield. Yeah, it's not great.
Fielding has not been on point here from Cord. Should
Yeah.
get better.
It's a course number 15 who I mentioned yesterday on commentary. I've not been impressed with him for this whole tournament really. He's been poor with a bat, and now in the field he's to be blamed for runs given away there, and it's just pushed away for a nice little single. So at the end of the power play, 60 without loss, going at a nice run rate of 10, so the projected score is exactly 200, and with the way it's going, it looks like they are going to get to that 200. Batting really well here.
Another expensive over.
Yeah.
Gone for 16.
Just a quick quick back change for Navi and Gunnar here before play can resume. So a great start. Probably one of the best, if not best, power plays we've seen so far in the Pepsi Cup. So Accord have some work to do if they want to keep the invitationals down to a chaseable down score. And, that will not be easy as they're looking aggressive, they're looking good out here now.
Now to face
Sachin Glial coming on as a new bowler, so they're changing bowlers here constantly. As that's pulled away off the shorter ball, they just take the single there. So yeah,
Sid
bowlers
back on strike after a bit, hasn't faced the ball
for a while. They're not really.
To get a boundary again. Do it. Question. Oh, it's a big shot.
It's in the air. Catchable. Caught. Well taken, to be fair to the fielder. He had to get there. He was on the boundary. It was taken well by him. It looked like it was going a lot further initially, but no. Sid good out for 32. He was batting quite well. Looked good. So breakthrough there for Accord, finally needed. And could they now maybe just get a couple more, keep the run rate down? It's not been great for them so far. Finally a positive. I'd say probably the first one in this whole game so far. They've not had many positives this week. Been great from a cricketing point of view for them, but I'm sure they've enjoyed their time here nonetheless.
Jared Iqbal, new batsman in for Sid.
Yeah, did
on strike right now.
Did very well with the ball in the last game. Wasn't quite enough though to beat the United challengers. He cuts that one away nicely. They'll just take the single, rotate the strike. That's all they need now. I mean, they started off very strongly, so rotating the strikes, getting the singles, twos is all they need really. Just keep consistently scoring, try to stay in, prevent the doubles, and they should be fine. But he decided to take it on. It's in the air. It's one bounce and four for Navin Grosakaran, who had a slow start. He didn't score early on in his innings, but he's really turned it on now, striking at a nice 120. 5 falls for him in there. So end of the over. It'll be interesting to see who takes it. Rohit Kamboj has got ball in hand, so it looks like it will be him coming back for his second. So finally a bit of consistency in who's bowling for for Accord, but he went for 14 off his first over. Wasn't great. He's moved the fielder who let the ball through multiple times, and he's just switched him out with Rohit Mukherjee there. Oh, and it's a wide down the leg side. Well, not a great start for Rohit Kambush there. Accord. I don't know what they're going to do here. They've not looked great as that's a beautiful flick off the pads, which is not quite got the legs to go for 4, but they'll take the 2. It was quite short there, and it fairly slow. Lost the speed off the pitch, so he just stayed up and he flicked it away nicely. That's one through the covers, stopped well, just for the single.
Guys, not in
So,
front of the
yeah.
side screen. If you don't mind.
Doing exactly what they need to be doing here. Invitational 11, just taking the runs nicely, rotating the strike a bit. That's another nice shot there. It should be just the one.
You know what I love? It score is 73. There's a little mistake in the score and the scorer. Right? But what I wanted to say, it was lovely before it when the score was 71. It was after 70. Here, side.
Top ball there, cut away straight to 2 point. Oh, that's nice. Nicely guided by Javed Iqbal, and they'll take the 2. Yeah, he's in there. No slip in play, so just playing that deliberate edge. If you make sure you get it past the keeper, then it runs off fine, and it's tough for the fielders to cut it off, but a fairly slow outfield there, so they managed to stop it and prevent another boundary.
End of the over with Rohit Kambush, whose over went for 7 runs. It's
a bit better, below the run rate. So they'll be hoping to keep that up. It looks like Sachin Goyal is coming back for his second. He is indeed. Got the wicket in the first one.
He did. Went for 8 runs.
We're saying only 8 runs, just purely because that isn't actually that bad for Accord standards. If that one short, wide outside leg stand gets pulled away, or misfield, they'll take 2. It's number 15 again for Accord. He just, when the ball's coming to him, he just can't get his body behind it. It just seems to go through him every single time, and maybe the batsman looking to aim it at him see him as just a gap in the field by now. That was really slow when it came to him, and he still couldn't pick it up cleanly. Or
Doesn't do a
short ball.
mistake like number 15.
Shouts for catcher, but it was far off him, just guided, and I'll take the single. Yeah, good stuff here by the Invitationals. Oh yeah, Javed Iqbal looked to get it into that deep square leg region, but swing and a miss.
Projected score of 184. Do you think of that? Is that enough for when you're playing Accord?
to be honest, I think 84 could be very defendable against a cold. I can't see them getting even into sort of the 130 region. Never mind 180, and I think I just saw the umpire signal for a free hit there. Was it? So let's have a look what they can do with that. It's down the ground in the air. Rohit Kamoj can't get there, and it won't go for 4. They'll just take the 2. Well run. Potential for a run out there. But Javed Iqbal made it back.
The umpires are signaling each other from down. You see that?
Oh, all right.
They're not signaling scores. It tells everybody there's 2 left in the over.
Okay. So clarification there from the scores that was not a no ball on a free hit. It was just a signal to the other umpire. There are 2 balls left in the over. They got the 2. Then from that one and this one, cut away nicely for 4. Really nice there from Naveen Gunasekaran to end off the 9th over. 85 for 1.
That's his 6th 4.
He's looked good.
Looking really good there.
Striking at 140. So Rohit Kamboj seems to be coming back for a 3rd over. Ball is tossed to him there, and he will bowl his 3rd. For 21, economy of 10.5 off his first 2. And, he'll be looking for a wicket. I'm sure they need not just one, a couple here, really desperately. Just off the pads down the leg side, and they'll take the leg by. Again, well run. I mean, it was single definitely there, so they took the opportunity, and they're keeping the runs coming. Scoreboard ticking.
Cuts away, stopped by point.
Yeah, a bit of a footballing stop there. Use his feet nicely. So it's just a single taken. Oh, that one gets through, and it goes for 4. And it's Naveen Gunasekaran who moves onto 42 off 29. So he's looked really good here. Say once again, another misfield from McCord. They just can't seem to get it right. Not number 15 this time, but his teammate who failed to collect the ball.
Flick off his pads.
Into the gap.
Looking for 2 here.
He'll take the 2.
Maybe 3.
Or Javed Iqbal wants 3, but it's not on and he's sent back.
Sent back by Naveen, yeah.
Good intent from Iqbal. He wanted the 3rd. He was He's looking for it, always looking for the extra runs.
I've been just 6 runs away from his 50 now.
It's a bit shorter to bounce there for Cambridge. So yeah, halfway through their innings, now the Invitational 11. 94 runs, have lost just 1 wicket. Partnership of Javed Iqbal and Navin Gunasekaran, 33 off 22. They've looked good, haven't they, here?
Projected score of 188. That is definitely enough, I think, against Accord. Naveen will be looking for his half century in this game. Yeah, just 6 more to get his half century, and 6 more to get 200.
Oh, another misfield. It's gone through 3 points leg, so they'll take the 2. Yeah, well run. I don't quite understand what the fielder's doing there. He spreads his legs out wide, puts his hands between them, and it just goes through him. A long barrier would have been fairly useful there. Iqbal, it's in the air. Cambodge under it. Oh, what a grab! One-handed, wow. You can hear the claps from everyone there. Even Javed Iqbal himself is clapping him. What a grab! He had to run a fair few meters to get there, and he just looked like he was a couple steps too far, and he put his left hand out, and a great grab. What a take! He's taken 2 in the deep there now. So yeah, we've criticised the Claude's fielding, but that's truly remarkable. Even the batsman himself clapping him on. Everyone here liked that one, and finally something good for Record. I mean, it's still not looking great for them, but what a take.
Sazib Rian, new batsman in stable.
Yeah, he batted quite well the last game. He looked to be aggressive at least. Oh, he is here, pulled away. Oh yes, through the mid-wicket region for 4. Well, what a way to start your innings, yeah. 4 off your first ball. I mean,
brings up the team 100.
Yeah, that does. 100 for 2. They've done it fairly quickly here.
Looking really good. Naveen in the middle. Still looking for the half century. Still 6 runs away. Striking 141.
He's looked good. Sazi Brian, to face his second ball, will be looking to give it the same treatment as the first one, I'm sure. Oh! Big swing, wild swing. And we could see there before the ball was even released, he made a massive step across his stumps. So bowler chops that one before he starts his run up. Yeah, once again, steps across early, reads it well, and they'll take the single.
The coach has just arrived with the team Slazenger in it.
Sledgehammer.
Getting out now.
Ready for the final.
For the grand final.
which will be on streamed on this channel at 4:30 p.m. So that's over. 11 overs gone, 101 for 2. They got the wicket there, but still went for a fair few. Great grab by Rohit Kamboj. And I think there's going to be a change in bowling here. Let's see who'll bowl this 12th. We need a bit of a new start. They need it to be successful, most importantly though. It is Vivek Kaushik who will bowl this over. Was pulled away, fielded on the boundary, should and does stop it, so they'll take the two. It's a very weak throw, and could they have taken a third there? That is very poor throwing there, but no, just a 2. Good start by Sazi Boyan here. Oh, it's too long on. Rohit Mukherjee there with the long barrier. That's how it's done. None of this spreading your legs out wide, letting it go through. His teammates could learn that. Would come in quite handy in the field as that's down the ground towards him, but he can't quite make it, and they take the single. Didn't quite get fully hold of it, Navin Gunasekaran. Oh, Sazi Boyan.
Stop it.
No, it's gone for 4. That's a nice shot. These balls bouncing up for them nicely, holding up in the air, and they are just dealing with them nicely here. Rohit Mukherjee at long on has a lot to do, and couldn't quite stop that one.
Big shot straight
to us, to the commentator's 10.
6.
It's a big 6. Roy Sazi Boyan, who's batted fabulously here. He went into the middle with one intention, that is just to hit the ball, smack it around.
Straight down.
Yeah, beautiful. So Vivek Kaushik, he's been getting the treatment that his bowling deserves probably. That's a bit better than just take the single.
Another expensive over, gone for 15 runs.
Yeah, 12 overs gone.
The best bowling from Vivek.
116 for 2. And Sazi Boyan looking comfortable out there.
Sazi.
Looking round, looking for the gaps. Sachin Goyal to take his 4th over here. He's good for 25 of his 3, getting 2 wickets, so probably the pick of Akkor's bowler so far. I mean, nothing spectacular at an economy of 8.3, but 2 wickets are fairly crucial. Sazi pulls that away through the mid-wicket region, does get stopped. It's just a single, as that's a slight overthrow, and they'll take the 2 actually. Potential for a run out here. No, it's gone through the keeper's legs, and there could have been a 3 on maybe, but
Naveen was looking for the 3, but Sazib
yeah,
sent him
Sazib
back.
sent him back. Decided that taking the risk for 2 was enough for him. But well taken there. The 2 was spotted nicely. It was backed up well, but it was definitely on. Sazib Boyan.
Sazib,
That is beautiful through the covers for 4. That takes him to 25 runs off just 10 balls. Batting really nicely
well
here.
here.
Yeah, 250.
Some nice shots. 3 4s, 1 6. Really, really good.
Yeah, he's like quality. And if you can hear the music in the background, that is just the supporters enjoying themselves. We've also got Team Sledgehammer here now. Oh, it's
Hits to long on
just a
there.
single.
Easy stop.
Every time a shot's hit, you sort of tend to say the run amount whilst it's still coming to the fielder, but with some of this poor fielding from McCord we've seen, never unsure how many overthrows and misfields there's going to be. That one will just be a single. Return to the bowler nicely.
Uh, 46.
Yeah, okay.
He's now in 46. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I just invitational batsman in the pavilion asking how far off his 50 Sazib, or not Sazib, Naveen Gunasakaran is. But
Number 15 for McCord stops the ball. No misfield this time.
yeah,
Good throw back.
if Sazib keeps going at the rate he's going, he won't be long before he gets his 50. It just can't be out, obviously. That's over number 13 done. Sachin Goyal's bowling also done for today and for the whole of the Pepsi Cup. Then he's finished his 4 overs. 2 wickets for him today, went for 34 runs.
The 2 in the middle have a partnership of 29. Sazib scored most of those runs.
Yeah, of just 16 balls though.
Just 16 balls.
Yeah, Sazib Boyan has been hitting it really nicely. Naveen Gunasakaran has been on strike for just 3 balls of this partnership, so he's been in the shadow slightly recently, and he's not faced many in the last couple of overs. We've got Rohit Kamboj here at long off, who took the 2 brilliant catches, of course.
Ball of the first
ball there for Rohan Tyagi. As well hit. Mukherjee deals with it at long on, so it's just a single.
Throw back.
Poor once again, but Tyagi will come and collect it. So maybe now, Naveen Gunasakaran on strike. A 4 will get him to that half century. Oh, he's gone big in the air.
There is
Mukherjee under it. Oh,
I think
I'd say he could have gotten to that. Maybe it was landed
Yeah,
a metre
that's
in
it,
front
yeah.
of him, but he decided that he'd rather just stop the ball nice and easy without any risks. So as he came down the wicket, decided to just guide it for a nice single there. Oh, that's
Yeah.
hit to the man who drops him, and they'll take runs. They'll take two. So Navin Gunasakaran getting a bit lucky there, perhaps. Just one run off the 50 now.
Can he get it?
He's gone big again. It's to Rohit Kamboj. Oh, drops just in front of him. So aerial a few times, but that brings up
Navin's
the 50
there.
for Navin Gunasakaran.
Very batty.
He decided he wanted to bring it up in style with a boundary. Unfortunately for him, the ball didn't get caught actually by Kamboj, chopping just a bit in front of him. So 50 off 37 balls, 7 falls in there. Strike rate of 135. He's looked good. He's as we mentioned, he's not been on strike as much since Sasi Buyan has come in, but still he's looked good. And he'll with that single of the last ball of the over, he'll remain on strike for the beginning of the 15th, which will be bowled by Sandeep Babar here.
Navin scoring 6 runs out of the 35-run partnership between Sazib and Navin.
Oh, they'll get a few more there. Flicks off nicely. There's 2 in there surely. Yeah, they'll get it. Easily run. Returned to the keeper who had to go sort of halfway down the wicket to collect that one. Throwing back from a cord really hasn't been ideal. So the way it's going for Invitational 11 right now, it looks like Venki, who has been commentating here for the duration of the Pepsi Cup, won't get a bat, which is a shame for him. I'm sure he would have wanted to feature out there. He's been trying to get a game for a while now, and he has finally got himself into the side. Might get the ball though. He's quite handy. Oh, it's that
big hit from Sazib.
big hit down the ground. It's a 6. It's
Six.
gone all the way. Sazib Boyan with his second 6, taking Sandeep Babar on, coming down the wicket, hit nicely. So Phil in the commentary tent now to take over for the rest of this invitational innings as a wicket goes. It looks like Navin Gunasakaran is out. Well, he got his 50 there, good for him. And
is that a run out?
yeah, I think so.
Batted so well for that 50 as well, didn't he?
Yeah, another run out for the Invitational 11. They had a few in the first game as well.
Yes.
But I'm sure he'll be happy with his performance out there. So I'm going to leave it up to Phil, and he'll get some food from the K2 Brothers catering.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Moshe. You go and grab some lunch with your brother. Massive thanks to Moshe and Benjamin for keeping the chat going and keeping the comments commentary on, and this is Phil G, the voice of Czech cricket, the self-proclaimed voice of Czech cricket, talking to you now. And I'm sitting in while the young guys go and get some lunch. Lunch came a bit late today, but they're tucking into it right now. So let me take you through to the end of the innings of the Invitational 11. Top ball there. Vinor Singh is the new batsman in. 3 wickets down, 140 on the board for Invitational 11, going really quite well. 9.44 is the current run rate. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's gone over the fielder's head. That's a lovely strike. And that's 4 runs. Sandeep Baba getting it all wrong there and getting taken for 4 on the leg side. Lovely strike there from Sazib, who is really marching along here. He's really done well. His partnership with Naveen in the previous partnership was fantastic. He's got on 39 from 20, marching along. 15 overs gone, 144 for 3 on the board. And a very imposing total on the cards here for Accord to chase down in about half an hour's time. So this match here, fighting it out for 3rd position here in the Pepsi Cup 2022, here on day 3, under the slightly darkened skies here in Prague. Invitational 11, 144 for 3 after 15. Going along quite nicely. The batsmen really enjoying to free their arms against this Accord attack. Sazib Boyan doing the damage, 39 of 20, going great guns. Piyush has just joined him, hasn't scored any runs just yet though. And the bowlers just struggling a little bit to find their line and length, and they get put away with pretty much consummate ease at the moment. So a little bit for Accord to work on the next 5 overs, and then you drag this back. Projected score is getting close to 200. They definitely don't want to be chasing 200. They definitely want to be restricting this total to the 180s, 185. Even that's going to be a very tall order for the Accord batsman. That's clipped off the toes out to the fieldsman there on the boundary. 1 bounce. Takes it rather cleanly. That's Rohan Tyagi continuing the bowling from the southern end. And Piyush off the mark with a lofted clip of the pads. So Sazib's gone trying to give it the beans, but he's going to hole out, and he has holed out on the boundary line. He's going to be very disappointed with that. He's gone for 39 of 21 deliveries, and just trying to accelerate the run rate. Probably had the right ball to hit there over the square leg boundary, but just didn't get enough on it, and he has holed out in the deep. Invitation 11 moving to 145 for 4. Yeah, I'll be very upset about that. Caught by Vivek Kaushik. Very nicely judged catch. Very nicely judged catch he did. And Tyagi getting his wicket. He'll be happy about that. He'd gone for a couple of overs for about 20 odd, and he hadn't got a wicket, but now he's got one. He's going to feel a lot better about himself. So, Invitational 11, 145 for 4, just into the 16th over, ever so slightly. 2 new batsmen at the crease. Ayush Sharma walking out now to join Piyush. And they'll be looking to push this score along at the rate that has currently been set by the previous batsmen, Sid Gowd, Sazib Boyan, and their other counterparts who have really pushed this score along quite nicely. Want to keep that going. Current run rate about 9.5 thereabouts. Got a couple of quick wickets in succession have sort of brought things to a bit of a halt, but let's see how they pull themselves down. As I said, 2 new batsmen to the crease. They need to get themselves set, and they need to launch. Only 4.5 overs left to go in their innings. Play back by Ayush Sharma there, back to the bowler. Tyagi. Got a couple of balls left to go on this over. That's being clipped out to square leg. A couple of bounces to the fielder who had a slight little hiccup. He dragged it back inches from the rope. Just a few little nervous moments there for the fielder out there, but he got it back in time just for a single. across. It's a bit of a muffled appeal there for an LBW, but nothing to do with it. That is the end of the over, end of the 16th over, 147 for 4. Invitation 11. So finishes third over, he's got one for 23. Going quite nice, actually quite economical. 2 new batsmen for Invitation 11, Ayosh on just the 1 run, a couple of balls faced, and Ayosh pretty much neck and neck with him, 2 runs and 3 balls faced. So quite early in the partnership for these two, but they'll be looking to do a bit of damage in these next couple of overs. So, Invitation 11, 147 for 4 after 16, 4 overs to come. What do we think, folks? 170, 175. I reckon if they're going to get around 175 mark, I think that might be a score too far for the Accord 11. Not sure if they've got the power to get that, but we're looking forward to a very animated run chase later today, battling out for third place. And after this match, there'll be the final, the Pepsi Cup final between the very popular Sledgehammers and the United Challengers. But until then, Invitational 11 have still got a few deliveries to try to get that score up to a total, which is going to be very, very tough for the Accord team to chase down. A couple of dot balls here, just play back to the bowler. Pioche very watchful. I kind of think that a couple of dot balls is fine, but I think this Invitational 11 need to go, and they need to go now. They got nothing to lose. And there we go. Must have heard me. That's been bashed out over extra cover for 4. Lovely lofted shot by Pioche there. Lovely shot, in control the whole way. It was safe over the infield, and very, very wide. Quite square, deep. Very safe shot. The wind is starting to close in a little bit. You can see some weather around the ground, off in the distance, but nothing threatening us at this point. But the breeze is picking. Oh, he's gone leg side now. The breeze has held that up. Oh no, it's bounced over the fielder's head. Can you believe it? He's got his hands on his head. He's completely misjudged that, and that's gone for another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries now for Pioche. Lovely hitting there. Took the short ball, it bounced in front of the fielder out there, deep square leg, over his head. He's not a short man like me. If that had been me, I would have given up, because that was going to bounce into my head. But the fielder just deceived ever so slightly. Took a sharp bounce. Smacked that hard out through extra cover. The fielder gets around, it's a lot more squarish than his previous boundary. And they scamper through for 2. That's 10 runs off the over, a couple of dot balls, bit of a mixed bag really for Sandy Baba. Last ball the over. Just behind square, just behind point. Fielder went down just a 1 run. And that will complete Sandeep Baba's 4 overs. He's gone 4 overs, none for 42. Got a little bit of treatment in that over in the previous one. The score matches on to 158 for 4 after 17. 3 overs still to come. Pioche looking pretty good, 13 from 9. Sharma didn't see much in that over, and he's still standing on 1 run with only 2 deliveries faced. So, can the Accord get another really steady flow of runs? That's the tough ask. Anything hear the noise in the background, the tunes in the background, that's the sound that the Sledgehammer team have well and truly arrived. They seem to have this music, this electronic music following them everywhere they go. Maybe it's their secret weapon, maybe something's done about that. Maybe other teams can take a leaf out of the book from that. For me, I'd go for banjo solos, because establishing his mark.
Okay.
3 overs to come, 158 for 4 on the board. Invitational 11 looking to push on with a few more runs here. Try to take it completely away from Accord in this third place playoff. And he's pulled that into the gap, and it's not going to be. It's going to be cut off. Fires in the throw. That's 2 very well run runs there. Third over, so he might bowl the death over. Swing and a miss. Nothing going on there. Yeah, Pioche, nice looking up here. 15 off 11. Ayo Sharma watching from the other end. He's got a bit of that down the ground. It's going to be cut off though by the fielder at long on, who underarms the return in, just the 1 run there. 161 for 4 after 17.3 overs. Slow ball there. Didn't really bounce at all, and Pioche was nowhere near that. It was like he was hitting a ball from a previous over. Yeah, lovely bit of bowling here. Very tight. 3 dot balls in the over. And that's been swung off the hips, went straight to the fielder, just behind square, and that'll be a single. Pioche will maintain the strike going to the next over. That's 18 overs gone, 63 for 4 on the board. 2 more overs to come in this Invitational 11 innings. 180 still on the cards. Ayo Sharma hasn't really had much to do out there. It's been all Pioche. He's up to 18 for 15. Nice little cameo here. You're thinking, is that already a score for all day? Probably about the Accord's batting. We haven't seen Accord really turn on the juice in the batting so far in this tournament. I mean, they're a quality team, they're a great bunch of guys. Just not sure they're going to have the legs to chase down these runs. But this is a playoff for third. There is a trophy for third. Now, if that doesn't get you going, then nothing will. All I know is that if there's a trophy on the line, I'm playing my heart out. So let's be put down the ground. Just the one there. Just the one. So finally, Ayo Sharma comes on the strike. This is chasing Jerome Tiagi. He's bowling his last over. So Sharma, what can you do? Scamper through for a couple here. It went very slowly. There's a bit of a shout. He's not run out. He's safe. Umpire unmoved. Umpire unperturbed. And as you'd expect, the field team felt they had a run out. And let's continue. 66 for 4. 2 overs gone. Yeah, he's got a little bit square there through Cow, but just the single the ball raced out there. A little bit fumble in the outfield, but there's no chance for a second one. Bringing Pioche back onto strike. He's going quite well. 19 of 16. He struck the ball well. A couple of boundaries in that 19. bowler, but that's it. That's the end of that. Lovely little cameo. Well, Tiaki here pulling the bowling back, doing quite well. Very impressive stuff. Very, very impressive. Lovely return catch. And Piyush on his way. It's Pradeep, the new batsman in. I had a bit of a chat to Pradeep a few overs ago, and he was looking forward to getting it there and swinging the willow. He's only got about 8 or so deliveries to do that with, so let's see how he goes. 167 for 5, 18.4 overs gone, only an over and 2 deliveries left. Rowan Tiagi, 2 more deliveries in this over, and he'll be bowled out. Well, Pradeep's not going to give in, I'm guessing. That's his intent. He's hit it out very, very much straight to the fielder. And this is what you call almost a suicidal 2. And, oh, the return throw to the wicketkeeper. He hasn't gloved it cleanly. And they have scampered through for a deuce. I don't know if that's very well run or just a lucky little bit of misfielding by the wicketkeeper. I thought he was gone for all money there. Either way, that's another 2 to the score. Pradeep advances, punches it into the gap. They should get a comfortable 2 here on the arm from the fielder. And they do. That's Rowan Tiagi bowled out. 4 overs, 2 for 31. Has done a pretty good job. Can hold his head up high with his bowling performance this afternoon. 171 for 5. 19 overs gone. Last over coming up. Score of 180 still on the board. I think Invitational 11 will be quite happy with that score here in this T20 third place playoff in the Pepsi Cup in Vinor in Prague. Just be left for them to chase these runs down in good time to see if they can pick up third position. As I said before, there's a lovely trophy for the team to take third place. Obviously the trophies get better and better as you go on, but I'd be looking for third if I was these guys. I'd be taking this match very, very seriously. So, Rohit Mukherjee bowling the last over. Starts with a dot. Ayush Sharma facing. And he's knocked back the top of off stump. And as any bowling coach will tell you, that's what you're aiming for, sunshine. That's what you want to hit. And he's hit it absolutely brilliant. Lovely delivery. And he's got his first wicket. He's been very economical, has Rohit. And he's got a bit of reward there for some very tight bowling. And that's the end of Ayush Sharma in the 19th over. Yeah, lovely delivery. 1 for 18 off 3.2 has Rohit. And that's very tight bowling. Top of off. Kids, if you're watching, top of off stump as a bowler, your coach will tell you that time and time again. Find your line and length, that's what you want to aim for. 171 for 6, 19.2 overs gone. 4 balls still left in this innings. And the Invitational 11 are pretty much well set to, I would say, to defend this total. I think they've got the talent in the bowling department to defend such a total. I'm not sure if a court have got the batting to chase these runs down, but anything can happen in a trophy final. That remains to be seen how they go. That's just clipped away to the onside. Fielder's conversion, only chance for 1 there. But that's Venki. Venkatesh is the new batsman in, by the way. And I'm sure you people in the chat all know Venki from the man who's been chatting with you all day today, and pretty much most of yesterday, and pretty much the day before as well, doing a wonderful job in production. And he's now out there in the centre joining Pradeep to try to force an issue in this last couple of overs. Shout for a catch behind. Umpire unmoved. here on the left. Good call. There was a bit happening there for nothing. It's always good to be animated though for nothing. I like that. Shows that spirit. Pradeep looking around the ground.
Yeah,
Now, I think it's signaling there. Let's take that back. No bite. Nothing at all. Pradeep gives the charge. Goes down the ground. It's just wide of the field. Are they shooting to get back for 2? No, they're going to go all the way for 4. The fields will look at each other and ask, why didn't you get it? And the other fields were saying, well, why didn't you get it? And if you can ask those questions, then clearly you both have no idea. Yeah, poor communication in the field there. Accord, that's something that they can work on. 176 for 6, 1 ball left in this innings. Pradeep eyeing the deep boundary here. Gives the charge, goes aerial. That's gone more upwards than across. And it's been snaffled by the wicketkeeper and a very well-judged catch. And that brings the innings to an end. 176 runs is Invitational 11's score. They lost 7 wickets in the process. At one point, they were looking at getting 180, 180 plus. They've hit 176. They'll still be happy with that, I reckon. 177 confirmed final score. Accord is still having a chat about that last boundary, asking, well, whose was it? There's a lot of gesticulation. Well, they can go off and have a chat about that. Maybe grab a bite to eat as well now that lunch is here. And I think that's the important thing. Lunch is always the important thing. I'm going to go grab some lunch, definitely. So, Accord with 177 to win to take out 3rd place. It's going to be a struggle. Absolutely no doubt about that. It's going to be a tough afternoon for them to try and make those runs. The Invitational 11, which is made up of a lot of the Czech local players, they'll be looking to defend that quite vigorously. So, folks, thank you for joining me today in this innings. We'll be back in approximately 15 minutes with a short preview before we go into the innings, and we'll be looking for Accord to chase down these runs, if they can, of course. So yeah, don't go too far. Grab yourself a bite to eat, grab yourself a drink, and be back here with me, Phil G, with Moshe and Benjamin alongside me for this run chase in 3rd place position, 3rd place title, trophy on the line for the Pepsi Cup. And don't forget, the last game today is the final, and it'll be the Sledgehammers versus United Challengers. It's going to be a massive duel of the Titans coming your way at 4:30 local time, and that's after the conclusion of this match. So please stick around. We've got a wonderful day of cricket out here in Prague. We hope you can stay with us. For now, I'll sign off and we'll see you in 15 minutes. Bye.
Hello and welcome back for Accords innings, the run chase in this third place playoff between the Invitational 11 and called DY 11, who are currently trying to chase down a score of 176. And they are on 4 runs, which they got off the first ball of this first over, bowled by Javed Iqbal. So a good total set by the Invitation 11. Accord with 4 in the first over. And need 173 off 114 balls with a required rate of just above 9. So it's not going to be easy.
Definitely not. I have to use the power play here as well.
Yeah, the Invitation 11 were on 60 after the power play, so Accord should look to at least match that. The score after the first over is actually the same as Invitations, who kicked on from there.
Another drop ball. There's just been one boundary, and that's all the runs that is scored by Accord so far. The boundary was hit by Vinay Kumar on strike. Yeah, though.
Fielder can't quite get there. Return it. Oh, a slight overthrow. They'll take the 2 there. So well around runs at the Invitation 11. Oh, to be given away. Ball in this second over currently. Aditya Raya Roll. Nice shot, but he can't get it through the gap. Nice to stop there. Nice, puts up an impressive 39. Oh, that's in the air. Oh, and it's gonna go for a 6. Oh, it was going towards long on, who set himself nicely, got himself under it, and couldn't take it, and it just popped out of his hand, and for a 6. Well, that's what should have been a wicket comes out as a 6, and it's a wide ball there. Well, great. Good over for Accord there, with a bit of luck, of course. But he went for it and got lucky. Oh, he's bowled him. First off, I thought the ball, he hit it into his helmet. That was my initial thought, but no, it was the bails flying. So wicket here early on. That's 2 overs gone. 13 for 1. Yeah. The just a few balls later, so it was looking up slightly during that over. Where it's just a record here.
The new batsman in is
Kavshik, yeah. And right here, the strong wind here now. Oh, it really is picking up. So, maybe a bit of swing here. So it is Javed Iqbal back for his second over.
can see Venky long off position, mid off.
Yeah, he's chasing after that one and takes a slight fall. Does prevent the fall, but it's well ran. Well, he's been here with the occasional criticism of some of the players, and now feeling the Vinor conditions, which he knows very well, but feeling them himself now. Oh, what a ball by Javed Iqbal, and well, straight through Jivrai Kamar, and that is the second wicket gone.
Clean bowl.
Yeah, that is brilliant. Iqbal's been bowling pretty nicely here overall at the Pepsi Cup, and that just sums it up. What a wicket! So 2 wickets in the last 4 balls, just 3 runs in that time. So breaking up the partnership early on. And well, Accord with a lot of work to do here, and once again, it's not looking good for Accord.
16 for 2 after 2.3. It's not the best, is it?
Session's not coming out, but he can now put it back from now on.
Quite strong here. Could it be players out in the field cold, but running, really some fun.
Tough fielding conditions. Rohan Tyagi is the new man out there. Yeah, Accord about 3 runs behind the required run rate, current run rate on 6.4, which actually for their standards isn't all that bad. As Sid was a little misfield there, and they'll take the single. They weren't too interested initially, but took the opportunity when it came, and well run. They need to take every single opportunity they can get. Oh, they got something on it there, and it's another wicket to end off this third over. Wicket number 2 for Javed Iqbal, and it's Jurai Kumar. Who edges through to the keeper, slightly shorter, a bit of bounce, just a fine edge. he's taking his time getting back into the pavilion, but we can't see the new batsman here. I'm not sure that he's quite ready to go, but yeah, he's just taking his time here. Come on, but that is over number 3 done. 17-4-3, and where is this batsman? New bowler is ready. Aditya Raya Rolu will stay on for a second over. Batsman running onto this pitch without a helmet on, without gloves on, unprepared. So he's not even got a team kit, it seems. Completely unprepared. Unprofessional. You should always be ready if you know you're the next man in. And well, he finally has got to the wicket, but he still has to put his helmet on and gloves. So not great. And Aditya Raya Rolu, apologies, will redo his run up there. So looking bad for Accord. Looks like they are going to be ending off their Pepsi Cup 2022 run the way it's been going the whole time for them. Sachin Goyal in now though, who has scored 80 so far, with his highest score being 36. He could do with a high score though now as he goes for the big swing and misses the ball.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Nicely punched away. Just
No, it doesn't.
3 points. Didn't quite go for 4. But they'll run hard, take the 2. Need a big partnership desperately here now, and well, I'm sorry if the audio quality isn't the best as it's another wicket. Well bowled. Another nick through behind to the keeper. Rohan Tyagi is out, and well, 90 for 4 in the 4th over here. It's not looking good, and we're going to get Rohit Kamboj. Batsman prepared to come straight away this time, so that's an improvement at least for Accord. But it's not looking good for them here, and they might struggle to make it to 10 overs. Never mind 20 here. Well, a potential win. We're not even talking about that. It would take a miracle now, probably.
Current run rate of 5.7. Required run rate is 9.48. So still far off the required.
Yeah, and yeah, they need runs, but they also need to stay in and not lose wickets. It's not that they've got too many left in hand. So here comes Aditya Raya Rolu for his 3rd of the over. Oh, sorry. 4th of the over. So Rohit Kamboj. Oh, big swing and a miss. Well bowled here.
Did get 2 catches.
first innings there. Well taken.
Well taken. Was a helpful fielder up there.
They
On off position.
just very slow and lazy running there. I wonder could they maybe have gotten two if they pushed a bit. They need to push. They need runs if they want to stand any sort of chance. It's not looking good for them at all here. Whoa, and another one just missing the outside edge. So that's over. 4 overs gone. 20 for 4. Yeah, not good enough. Great bowling here from the opening pair. Javed Iqbal, 2 overs, 2 wickets, gone for 8 runs at an economy of 4. And Aditya Raya Rolu, also with 2 wickets off his first 2 over, gone for 12 runs. So brilliant start to the bowling here, and Accord with some work to do. Rohit Kamboj there with a nice 4 cut away 3 point. They need more. They need more of that if they want to stand any sort of chance. It's a nice shot for himself there. There's the strong wind keeping up here at Vinor. 152 runs off 92 balls is what they require if they want any sort of result. Sachin Goyal, looking to see Sachin Goyal warming up there at the non-striker's end whilst his partner went to sort something out with their teammates.
Ready to
Pushed away to the offside. They won't take the run. So
What's that? Yeah, it's good.
yeah, strong winds. Hopefully everything will hold up here in the tent, unlike on day 1.
have a repeat of day 1.
And everything can finish off smoothly, as we of course still have the final to come at 4:30 local time, so make sure you tune in for that one, as that is it's wide down the leg side. The new bowler Navi Sakaran. Oh, that's nicely lofted over cover. It will get over the boundary despite the top effort from Venki there to try and stop it. He dived in, slid for meters, but couldn't quite stop the fall.
It's a lot of energy though.
Yeah,
Effort.
he's been looking to get a game for a while now here at the tournament, so I'm sure he'll give it his all. Whoa, was there something on it? Umpire says no, but a good ball to finish off the over for Naveen Gunasakaran. 31 for 4. Last over of the power play coming up, and as I mentioned, the Invitational 11 were on 60 runs at the end of the power play. Accord nowhere near that with 1 over remaining, so they've really got it tough now if they want to stand any sort of chance of getting a result in this game.
We are chasing score of 176 to win the game. So it will be a challenge, and not doing enough between the wickets, the batsmen here so far, made up their game.
Yeah, and it looks like Aditya Rayarolu will come back for his third bowl over. So it's just Javed Iqbal who's been taken out of the bowling attack for now and saved for later. Even though there might not be much of later with the way it's going right now for Accord. Already 4 wickets down after just 5 overs. Cambodge guides it nicely, but it's another dot. Oh, it's wide. It's bounced up nicely for him. He's cut it away. It will go for 4 there. So Cambodge, he's come in. He's looked all right, to be fair. He got himself 8 runs off 10 balls. As the wind is he's keeping up here. Yeah, it shouldn't, as the sides and backs have been taken off, so the wind can just go through the tent rather than go into the back of it and start blowing it away as like sort of a sail almost. But hats are flying.
Hats are flying.
Rayarolu. Oh, a big swing and a miss there for Sachin Goyal.
Not cheap for rain, but this thing coming out.
apologies there. We had some troubles with the wind. A slight break in play now, as the scorers who have been sitting right next to us here for the whole Pepsi Cup so far have moved into the main tent due to the very strong winds here at Vinor. So after 8 overs, 56 for 4, 121 runs off 72 balls required, they're going at a run rate of 7, which isn't enough. They need 10 now, but for their standards, pretty well. And despite the fact that they probably won't get the results, I guess they'll be happy that they've managed to improve here slightly. So scorers still relocating. They'll let the umpire know when they're ready to go. So just some discussions going on between players. But batsman having a look, wondering what's happening, why the play has stopped here. Yeah, strong winds, and we have learnt our lesson after day one, so being a bit more cautious with the tent now. And the game is going to start any moment now, with a chord. Well, I mean, the situation has been the same for pretty much the entirety of their innings. They need runs. They're struggling to get them.
The current run rate is 7, and the required is 10.
To the 10th, which will hopefully hold up with this strong wind. But that's what happens here at the Vinor cricket ground, and great job here by everyone involved. So if we do get off commentary for a while, it is because of the strong wind, but you will still have the game on your screens with the scoreboard ticker and all information you need. This partnership going along nicely. Sachin Goyal and Rohit Kamboj scoring 37 off 27 together. So a bit of stability for a chord, and let's see how they can go on, as the wind really picking up once again here, and players going to resume any moment now, halfway through their innings now, of course. Nearly halfway through, not quite.
It's flying away after me holding it down constantly, as we will lose it.
Yeah, not halfway through. 2 overs go to be bowled. 2 overs to be bowled before they are at the halfway point mark. So not all hope lost for a chord, and 121 off 72. You'd say that is very doable in T20 cricket, but it's just the way they've batted so far in this Pepsi Cup that just makes me think they won't get it. That's an intelligent prod, but they won't get the run. Once again, apologies for the wind in the microphones. It's wide been called there, and attempted scoop from Rohit Kamboj there.
Yeah, 121 runs and 71 balls is doable.
Better than stay here for the whole night. Well, with the middle
120 now.
Which
Yeah.
is not.
What?
It's very
Take it out somehow.
I saw the bails fly off there. I thought the batsman maybe hit the stumps or something. Not quite sure what happened here, or it dragged on. But it must have just been the wind. An appeal from the fielders. If the bail's gone again there. It's the strong wind, yeah. The sun is out actually, so looks like there's no danger of rain, but we're in a very strong now, so apologies for a slightly shaky camera maybe. The staff here trying their best to sort this out. Okay, so we are back. All the issues hopefully sorted now.
no tent over our head now.
Yeah. So we are nice and exposed to the sun here.
It's quite nice.
It's an easy stop there for Sazi Boyan. And another wicket.
Sassy, he had a good
One
innings batting, didn't he?
Yeah, a hello from Sledgehammer batsman event there, who is on his way to the net here with a couple of teammates to prepare for their final, which will be starting in about 50 minutes from now. The grand final here at Pepsi Cup Prague 2022.
And make sure to watch that. It'll be here on this channel. And you can get all the info on social media,
At Pepsi Cup Prague. We've got a wicket down on the scorecard with unsure as to who's made their way into the middle here. You will get that update on your scorecard to get at the bottom of the screen soon from the scorers who have just relocated into the main tent, so we have to give them some time to settle there. But it was Sachin Goyal out, and nice wicket there for Invitational to break up the partnership, which is going well together and giving Accord a bit of hope maybe. And now that has been broken up, they are back in control. But another wide in this over there for Parth Velodia.
No, there wasn't a wicket. It was just a mistake by the scores there.
Okay.
No confusion after relocating. Sachin Goyal is still in, striking at 93.
Yeah. So I swear he didn't have a kit on Sachin Goyal, or was that someone else? He might have put that on during the break and play. You'll know better than us as we were sorting the tent out. That's gone nicely through the covers. Two fielders out there to cut it off. They will, and they'll run well for a few there. Yeah, so the partnership of Sachin Goyal and Rohit Kamboj still going. 42 runs above 31. So maybe still something for Accord. 116 runs of 68 balls required. Oh, this Kamboj goes big. He's cut that through the covers. Beautiful shot. It's gone for 4. That is nice cricket. That he himself personally has batted really well, and in the field, handy too, taking 2 nice catches.
Very nice catches. Second one was really impressive. That one ran quite a bit for it, and then still had to stretch and take it one-handed. Me as well.
Yeah,
Really good.
potentially in contention for catch of the tournament if that is a thing. Oh, confusion! Oh, and another perfect angle, but I reckon a direct hit would have had him there. Such a cloud. Bottom edge. Easy stop for the keeper. Oh, it's lofted over point. It won't quite go for 4, but they'll take the 2 well run. And yeah, this partnership on 54 now, so they're looking good together. Kapil Kumar, the bowler, bowling this 10th over, 104 runs of 62 balls required. So an impressive partnership from these two, and could they maybe do it? I mean, it really is the required run rate on 10. Obviously not easy, but from what we've seen so far of Accord, you'd have to say that we just don't expect them to do it. But a good partnership here. Sachin Goyal, I don't know what's going on there. I don't think we want to know. And it's Rohit Kamboj
10 and over
swinging and
is a
miss.
lot, but if you just get a few boundaries and then get 2 4s after 8 runs already, and then just run 2, and you've done it really. Balodia is bowling this over here.
Nice. Nice, a single there taken by Kamboj. Oh, it's in the air! Not taken, it's actually gone to fall. Hitting the backboard here, just next to us. He gets away with that one, but they'll take the runs. And really well batted here by these two. It's Sachin Goyal with a scoop just over the fielder at fine leg.
It's four.
He got away with it, but nice inventive shot. We've not seen many scoops here so far. As that's
It's an appeal.
big appeal for LBW. It was on the full, and Sachin Goyal goes. Well, he is out this time, and that is the big wicket that breaks up the 61-run partnership. Hit him on the full. The height looked fine from here, and we're not quite at the right angle to tell if it was going to hit. But obviously, what the umpire says matters, and he has given that out. So a big wicket for the Invitational 11.
Put a decent shift there.
Sachin Goyal, yeah, 97 off 55 balls. So they really put together quite a nice partnership, and just a shame for them that couldn't keep it up. Himanshu Arora coming in with an average of 1.6 runs in the Pepsi Cup so far. Not expecting much, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, no, nothing more really.
But it's all set up for him to become the hero. Oh, gets hit the body there, and that's it's a good way for the Invitational 11 to start their bowling to him. As mentioned, as a batsman that's struggled so far here on the Vinor wickets. So after 11 overs, 80 for 5, and Kapil Kumar is coming back for his second over. Here to Rohit Kamboj. Would you say Accord's last hope now on 30 off 23, settled in nicely? Oh.
Yeah, he's looking good. 30 off 23. Obviously faced on it. Also should have his iron. Definitely have his iron by now. Look for some big shots and get boundaries here.
Yeah, and
They need 97 runs.
oh, a bit of an appeal giving us house. If they do stand any chance of winning, they'll need him to stay out there in the middle so for the duration. Oh, that's a nice shot, straight to cover. Confusion. Aurora wanted the run. Was there potential for a run up there, maybe? Could have seen Aurora out for a duck, which wouldn't have helped his average of 1.6 at the Pepsi Cup 2022 so far, as that's just come down leg slightly. It's another dot ball, and as they keep coming, it's looking worse and worse.
To get some boundaries.
Yeah, the required run rate creeping towards that 12 now, and as we saw yesterday, once it gets to 12, it just doesn't stop really. Nicely stopped at cover for another dot ball. Come on, Accord, we want to see a bit of a fight back here, surely. That last partnership between Kamboj and Sachin Goyal was an attempt, but hit hard, but the fielder will stop it, so it is just a single, and that is the end of over number 12. Yeah, 80. 85 after 12 overs. 12.13, the required run rate. It's pretty much impossible now for a record with their record here so far at the Pepsi Cup. As part, Blodia is back on for his third over.
He's kept himself on strike here.
Just a quick field change was mid run up before he decided that he wants to change. Just to put a point in, I think the fielder just forgot to move himself there. Didn't quite realise that the over had ended. The wind has calmed down slightly, but it's still blowing here at Vinor. Sun is out, fairly warm, so the conditions are nice for cricket. All set up for a nice and enjoyable final here. Oh, that's nicely guided by Aurora, but it gets cut off unfortunately for him. So it's just a single, and we can see here a big collapse from the United challengers. 10 there. Maybe slightly sarcastic, but
make sure to come back for the final. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, the challengers themselves participating. It's a massive shot down the ground from Cambodge in onto the edge of the field, so it should be found quickly. Yeah, so yeah, he's experienced at picking up that ball in the field here at Vinor.
He's starting with that here, isn't he? As most of the Invitational 11 goes in.
The United challengers just to the left of us, nice and relaxed before the final. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to it. As Cambodge goes big again, it's in the air. Oh, it's well taken out on the boundary by a long off. Cambodge looks at him, can't believe it. And he is out for 37 off 31. Yeah, I liked his approach. He had to go for it. Just got a 6. Looked to smash it over the bowler's head once again, but didn't quite get hold of it, and it's well taken. So Rohit Cambodge with 2 nice catches in the first innings, and respectable work. Yeah, Rohit Mukherjee now to just try to hit a couple of cricket balls, score some runs, enjoy his time. It's his last game here at the Pepsi Cup, and look, if they manage to somehow magically win, then that'll be unbelievable. As nearly a run out there. Before the final, their opponent Sledgehammer busy in the net, preparing for that game. They're nice and relaxed. Already played a game today, of course. They played the morning semi-final, and big cheers for every run scored here for a record. So were their supporters. So good to see that they're still enjoying themselves despite the results not really going their way, but that's what it's about for them. They've made the trip all the way from India. They want to enjoy it. Would have been nice to to win a few games, of course, but it just hasn't really worked out for them. Actually pushed away by Aurora. They'll take the run to start off the 14th over. 91-46 they are. 86 runs of 41 balls. It's still not impossible, but as I've been saying for a while now, it's going to be a very tough task. And especially since that partnership has now been broken up. They're both gone, Kovac and Sachiguel. But it's gone big in the air, Mukherjee, and it's one bounce and four. Nicely hit, yeah. Of sort of long on region, the captain Sid Goud was looking to get there, but couldn't quite do it. So a nice boundary for Mukherjee. I'm sure he'll enjoy that one. Kapil Kumar bowling his third over of the innings. Mukherjee straight to cover that. A bit of an appeal, but even from here, I could see that was going down leg by quite some way. Oh, that was a straight turn, just a dot ball that. One ball left in this over. The wickets have slowed down slightly. 4 lefts for a record. I'm sure the Invitationals would like to bowl them all out, finish it off early here perhaps.
Winning this game is looking very hard here for Accord. Quite on 13.
Yeah, and as we said yesterday, if once it gets over sort of 12, it then just grows and grows by the ball pretty much.
Yeah, when it gets over that 60 mark region, it just gets really hard. Yeah, past even that 13 mark region, really.
But so we've got the Accord players and supporters just to the left of us here, still enjoying themselves, you know, out in Vinor. They might get to see some of Prague as well in the next couple of days. So I'm sure they'll enjoy themselves. It's in the air. Didn't really get hold of it there, Aurora, but he's safe. So they take the single and Rohit Mukherjee back on strike. Wind has calmed down now.
Definitely
But
no wind really here now.
yeah, saying that, it'll probably be blowing everything away in 5 minutes or so again. It's been coming and going all day.
20 now coming in, second ball off his over.
Yeah, he's been given a bowl and showing why he should have been in the side earlier. Perhaps maybe if they would have featured him yesterday. as he gets pulled away there. It'll just be the single. Mukherjee was maybe looking for the second, but Aurora absolutely not interested. Was back turned to him, already looking at where he could score the runs maybe. Oh, Vanky full and wide. Aurora takes it on, but it does get cut off, so they'll only get the 2 there. They'll take the run leg by, signalled by the umpire. So on 99 now, just 1 run away from that 100 mark, which is an achievement in itself for Accord, and going to get it with that dab through point, but cut away on the boundary. So that does bring up the 100 for them. After 15 overs, they are 102 for 6. So yeah, they've struggled to reach triple digits. So despite the fact that they're not going to win here, they'll be happy with a slight improvement.
Yeah.
You know,
Now that we're kind of getting to just 5 overs left in this game, so I'll give you the question: what do you think about, or who do you think should get the award player of the match?
Interesting question. Well, it would obviously have to be an invitational player, in my opinion, and for the batsman, standout performer for me, Naveen Gunasekaran, scoring 53, as they've got a wicket there, taken by the man at square leg. Aurora fist bumps him before he makes his way back to the tent. So back to your question, I think Naveen Gunasekaran was really impressive batting wise, and with the ball for the invitationals, they've had a couple of impressive bowlers. 2 wickets for Javed Iqbal, Aditya Raya Rolu, Parth Balodia, all on 2. But Javed Iqbal still with 2 overs left. We might see him feature in these last few remaining overs. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who gets it. As Venki at long off here with encouragement for Ayush Sharma, who is a new bowler with the perfect start with a wicket off his first ball.
Official player of the match.
Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Pepsi Cup Prague. Oh, is it not a great ball? But only the single taken by the new batsman Sandeep Babar. Cut away to point. Wow. A slight fumble by the fielder. He was looking for two there, or Himokaji, but it wasn't on.
Yeah.
It absolutely was not on. Oh, nice bowling here from Sharma, getting a bit of in swing.
Sort of a lot of movement on that ball in the air. Just again into the air. Sid is under it and takes it. Experienced captain. An easy catch really. Came straight to him. Just had to two wickets in that. This bowling just went for 500 as well. Good over.
Yeah, good over for him, picking up the two. And Karan Kumar, the new batsman at the crease. He's been poor. I've talked about him many times. Poor performance from him so far, all round in the field with the bat in this tournament. So an opportunity to not quite redeem himself, but maybe show that he can bat a bit. As well, we've just had another wicket there. Sorry for the slight mess with the scorecard. It'll all be fixed soon, but
Just so you know, it's Venkatesh now bowling.
getting his second over. Yeah, so wicket off the first ball for him, so he'll be happy to pick that one up, I'm sure. Yeah, well bowled, just adjusting his field before he delivers the second. Good ball, well bowled. Oh, it's in the air, but gets it just past the fielder for a single. Yeah. Phil there just asking us who we think the man of the match might be. Well bowled, well fielded by Venkatesh. He's really been committed out in the field, chasing after every single ball. Got his line a bit wrong there. Wide down the leg side. So an extra, which is just delaying the end of the match, to be honest here. I mean, at this point there's no way Accord take the win. And they're just seeing it out now, with only one wicket remaining. I'd be surprised if they make it to the full 20 overs. It's in the air now. Oh, I feel they won't quite get to it, and they'll take the single. So Karan Kumar went for it there, and well, didn't quite get hold of it. That's over. Well bowled by Venki there. From his 2 overs, he's gone for 9, taking a wicket. So back to bowl now is Ayush Sharma on for his second. 5 runs, 2 wickets in his first over, and he'll be looking for his third to finish off Accord here at the Pepsi Cup Prague 3rd place playoff. So 3rd place pretty much secured now for the Invitationals, and Accord look finished here, and they'll be going home winless, but wide there for Sharma.
Oh, big shouts to give it out. So they will not be able to get it.
Yeah, and that is game. Invitational 11 finished 3rd place, picking up 2 wins at the Pepsi Cup, both against Accord. Accord winless throughout. They'll be disappointed, but they've just not been up to the standard. And well, we've got a nice 15 minutes or so before the final here. Sledgehammer will take on the other challengers. Sledgehammer looking for their 4th consecutive Pepsi Cup victory, lifting that trophy once again. So all out here for 111 Accord, 66 runs short of the total in the end. That is a dominant display by the Invitational 11, and we will see you shortly for the grand final here. I hope you enjoyed everything, and we'll see you soon.